Could we all move back a little bit?
Okay.
Well, good morning, everyone, and we're so delighted to welcome each and every one of you here, and we're so delighted that we have Senator Mikulski joining us here at our Health Sciences Building on our Takoma Park Silver Spring campus of Montgomery College. It is my distinct pleasure and honor to introduce the senior senator from Maryland. Senator Mikulski is a true champion of community colleges of higher education. We know this because she's a champion of students, she's a champion of Montgomery College, Maryland community colleges, and all of community colleges across this country. She knows well that the path to the middle class and the American dream begins with access to higher education, oftentimes at community colleges. In fact, she has been fighting for expanded opportunities since her youth since her days as a social worker in Baltimore. And on behalf of the faculty, staff, and students, thank you so much for years of service to our community and to the students that we serve, blazing trails throughout this county and this state since 1976. And on a personal note, she is one of my sheroes. I love her sassy spunk, her intellect, and the idea that she chose to be here and to come to Montgomery College means so much. For your deep commitment to students, to equitable and affordable education. We're so grateful for all the work that you do. And with that, I would like to turn the stage over here to Senator Barbara Mikulski.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
It's a delight once again to be back here to Montgomery County Community College to see the fantastic work that they're doing, getting our students ready for a 21st century economy and a 21st century need to continue to learn so that you can continue to learn. I know Janie come lately to Montgomery County Community College. We've worked together for a long time to help this fabulous school with over 60,000 students, 5 campuses, 130 majors, all to be able to provide what they need to the people of Montgomery County. I was so pleased in the past to be able to help them with their Germantown campus, to build it and to staff it, to equip it, to really concentrate here at the Montgomery County Silver Spring Takoma Park as part of the revitalization of the neighborhood, and also to make sure the people who live in the neighborhood had access to the American dream. And that's why I'm here today. Congress is beginning its debate on the higher education bill. How do we make higher education available to the American people who want to go on to higher ed? And I want to make sure that the best ideas come from the people, that we know what they need, and that we do everything we can to show that they're a government on their side. A community college is a gateway to the middle class. It provides an opportunity to go to school, live at home, be able to have a school that you can afford, but also enables you to take the courses, get the degrees that lead to the licensing and certification to do that. That's why I was so pleased to see the nursing program. And today, as I listen to them, I'm reminded of this, that the basic help for college affordability is to make sure tuition is affordable. The important program for that is the Pell Grant program. I'm deeply disturbed that the Republicans have cut Pell Grants by 30%, $90 billion over the next 10 years, $9 billion this year. I'm going back to Congress to make sure I get a better budget deal so that our students get a better Pell Grant deal.
Yes.
I want to make sure Pell Grants are here, that they're raised to over $5,000, and that they're available all year long. And as we look at it, we need to make sure for our students who are going into highly technical programs, whether it's life sciences, cyber, and so on, that the textbooks can be affordable, and also for many of our students that they have the support services they need. So what I believe our program should be, Pell Grants that are there when you need them, that they're all year long, that also when you have taken a student loan that you can refinance your student loan. Right now, many of our students are paying more interest rate on student loans than their families are paying on their mortgage. You can get a mortgage for 3%, but you're getting a student loan for 6%. Our job is to help the students, not help the banks. And also, there are students that will need important special services. So I'm here to announce a $1 million grant that comes to the Community College of Montgomery County to provide support services to our first-year students. That will be $1 million over a 5-year period, $231,000 for a 5-year period. What will that do? It will help with tutoring, particularly for many of the students who are older coming back. They might need a little help in math. They might need a little help in getting caught up on their sciences. They might be getting ready even for a second degree. I met a student from Cameroon with a law background and is now into nursing. And then also very important mentoring, because many of our students have life challenges, whether it's childcare, transportation, issues at home with caregiving. So we want to make sure that there is a government on their side. Tuition that is affordable, that they have Pell Grants when they need it all year long, that they can refinance their student loans, that books are also available through the Pell Grants, and then the support services like through these grants that are needed. So I'm going to fight for this so that I can get a new budget deal so that they can get a better deal when they are applying here at that Montgomery County Community College. So that concludes what I have to say for the minute. Any questions?
Time for a few questions from the media.
You touched on this a little bit.
Can you please introduce yourself?
Oh, I'm Chuck Carroll with WNEW. When you touched on this a little bit, when you think about the $1 million in grants that are coming here to Montgomery College, can you describe for me what you think would be the ideal student to benefit from that money?
Well, all students are ideal, but this grant is targeted to first-generation college students. That means that nobody in their family has ever gone to college before. And that, first of all, that it is usually for a student who's a little bit older, whose family perhaps has come from overseas, or they've come from a background where they've been extremely poor. So this is a helping hand for them to be able to have the tutoring and the mentoring that they can then succeed and actually graduate. What we're obsessed with is making sure that when the students come, they get the help that they need, both in the classroom and the support, so that they actually graduate and can take the licensing exam. Every one of these students is working so hard to get their degree, but in order to practice the nursing, they will need to pass the licensing exam. So this is to make sure and that they have that.
And in talking with them today, what were some of the obstacles that they shared with you that they're currently facing?
Being able to afford the tuition, being able to afford the books, and being able to afford the child care to be able to come here.
Other questions?
You mentioned, sorry, Alini from IMC Media. You mentioned about the American Dream, and some of the students that come here to Montgomery College, they are immigrants. They are not only first-year generation going to college, they're coming from another country. Some of them are DACA recipients. What is the message to them after they're done in college? You know, they have a lot of obstacles, still helping their families, getting through every day. So what's the message to them?
I believe in comprehensive immigration reform. I believe that we need to pass the DREAM Act. And I believe that we need to show these young men and women that there is a place for them in American society. And many of the skills that they're learning, we need them. and that they're welcome.
All right, any others? I think we're good. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you all.